Isn't it funny how different people can hear very different things? I was listening to a video by PreMed 2 about Jack Together for Peace, in which he was pretty much praising him for the latest video he made. So, great expectations, I went to look at Jack's video, and I'm just not hearing it. Something doesn't add up here. Now, on the one hand, Jack says a lot of things in there that are good to hear. For example, he does not accept the 6,000 year age of the universe or of the world. He says he accepts that science has made a good approximation of the age of the universe. He also says quite clearly that he does accept evolution. But still, I'm getting some strange vibes from this video, and I'm not sure what it is. First of all, when he does talk about science, I get a whiff of condescension. But then, it gets a bit more complicated when he starts talking about Genesis, and about the truth of Genesis. I'm getting the impression that either Jack is contradicting himself and not even realizing he is doing it, or that he's deliberately holding something back, or deliberately maybe not admitting to something. You see, on the one hand, he talks about having to take the Bible metaphorically. Now that is huge. That is really good to hear that from somebody who is, in my opinion, a fundamentalist Christian. But he contradicts that on the surface by saying that Genesis is true. He does say this in his video. Now, this is what I'm saying. He's either contradicting himself or he's leaving it open. Like I said to default position in PreMed 2's video, it's almost as if he's trying to coat his beliefs in Teflon. Teflon is this non-stick surface that you get in frying pans. He's trying to make his belief a non-stick belief. You can't throw anything at it because it simply will not stick. But if you're saying, on the one hand, that you cannot accept what is in Genesis literally, but on the other hand, you insist that what is in Genesis is true, then obviously you must be speaking about some sort of metaphorical truth. And the thing is that that requires an explanation. You cannot just leave it at that. You need to explain to us at what level that metaphorical truth lies. And Jack alludes to this when he's talking about the poetic language of the Bible. But what then is the nature of this truth, Jack? You need to explain this to us. And also, you are still making these definitive statements about God, about the reality of God and the reality of the Christian God specifically. Now, if you are going to take the stand, and I applaud you for this, Jack, but if you're going to take the stand that the Bible is a poetic work, an artwork, a poetic book of truth, that the truth held in the Bible are of a poetic, metaphorical, or even allegorical nature, that's great. But you do need to understand then, Jack, that metaphors and allegories can be made in many different ways. And just as if the Bible is poetic in nature, there are many different poets in the world. So there are other poetic works that also encompass the truth. For example, the Quran then. You would have to accept that the Quran is as true as the Bible is. And more importantly, of course, from my perspective, as an atheist, an atheist can have an attitude towards reality, towards the universe, that is also of a poetic nature. At some days, when we look up at the stars and we behold the beauty of the universe or whatever, we can feel as one with the universe. We can sense have a sense of belonging. We can feel, just like you can feel this relationship with your God, we can feel this beautiful relationship with reality. The understanding that we are part of reality, that we cannot be extricated from reality. A sense, like I said, of oneness. And why then would you not accept that just as your Bible is true to you, that sort of relationship that we atheists have with our understanding of reality, or whatever you want to call it, is as true to us as your religion is to you?